So now we're ready to add our foundation, our footer underneath our structural wall, our structural foundation wall. And we also need to put some in the center also to carry the steel columns, these little pads here. And we're going to have to load those separately. And just to show you how to illustrate that out, here's those steel columns are that are going to take our floor and roof loads, and they need to sit in the center. They need to sit on these little pads to bear the weight. So let's get started doing that. I'm going to close off this window and we're back to our drawing. And I also noticed that I don't have a stub out for this wall section. So just give me a second here. I'm going to go to the site and I'm going to just make a, go to architecture, grab that wall tool again. And it's still set up to do that drawing that I want. And so I'll just come out here and put that in. And we'll go back to the 3D view. All right, so now we're ready to put a footer underneath. We have, I just want to illustrate these two. So this is a, if I hold this down, it shows you how a footer gets placed under a wall. And this one is for those isolated pads that are going in the center that are just going to catch those steel columns. So we're going to start with the, well, we actually could start with the isolated wall slab. That's because it'll throw up this warning and it might be helpful for the other section. It says that no structural foundation families are loaded. It doesn't have that, that object that we want to put in. And so it gives us a chance to install it. And if I, this is opening on other windows, so I need to drag it on. If you, and let me go backwards here because I'm already navigated in further. You should come to this window, English Imperial, and you'll notice this is the breadcrumb of where it is. It's sitting in your program data in Autodesk file, inside of Revit, inside of Libraries, English Imperial. And the component that we want is in the structural foundations. So I'll double click into that. And the thing we want is the footing rectangular. And I'll click open. And now I can actually just put one right at the center. It'll automatically put that at level 1. And it's a footer, so it's going down automatically. And I can place all 3 of those. Next thing we want to do is put the footers around the whole foundation. So I'm going to go back to structure. I'm going to grab the wall. You should get wall footing bearing, wall foundation bearing footing showing up. If that doesn't show up, contact me, and if you can't load it as a family element, and I'll try to help you out. And you can always send me your file, and then I could insert it for you. So once I have that selected, it's just a matter of selecting the walls, and it'll automatically insert it for you. So I'm just going to walk around and insert that footer underneath each one of those walls. And then we need to put them out for our little stubbed out sections also. So I'll just walk around here and add those in. And now if it doesn't highlight, it means that there's already been one placed under that. So you can be pretty sure that you've got them all in place. All right, now go back to hold the shift and the center mouse button and scroll around just to make sure that I've inserted all those elements. And then I'll just pick the corner of the navigation wheel again just to get us back to our position. So that was pretty straightforward and simple to insert all of our footers. Next thing we'll look at is the placement of the steel.